Welcome back, everybody. Sive Morten is here with the ForexPeaceArmy.com. Let's take a look at the gold and keep going with the analysis. What's going on? So actually, yesterday we have prepared the trading plan for trading on the gold market for the nearest few sessions, and it is barely has changed. So market keeps existing lows pretty accurate. There is no breakout of the lows that we mentioned as a possible invalidation point for this stop, and everything is going with the plan for now. But I see a lot of panic around that. Actually, investors are too overexcited about this recent drop, screaming that this is the largest historical drop, but they forget that this was largest historical run to the upside, and market has deviated from the average so strong that even based on the statistics, we talked about this as well in the weekly report. So we said that with the 3 sigmas above the math expectations, so definitely gold has 99 to 1% chances on retracement. So currently, it's definitely market is overreacting on recent performance. I do not see anything really bad and some problems with that. So it's normal, healthy pullback, and actually we see it a million of times on other markets. But since gold stands in the center of the media hype, it's just make people thrilling around, and more people right now involving in this process. That's why it seems that it's something extraordinary really is happening, some epic has happened. But I don't think so. So what we could do in the current circumstances? First, I think that the background for a bread and butter pullback is still valid, and reaction here is good follow. Today we talked about on the forex market as well, and there we see some minor bullish signs, including the dollar index. It also might support the performance on the gold. Second is tomorrow we will get the CPI numbers, and it's really big question what reaction will happen if even the CPI numbers will become high. In normal conditions, rising of the inflation probably should press on the gold because it suggests tougher policy from the Fed. But if everybody knows already that Fed will keep cutting rates, and even Jerome Powell said about this, the rising on inflation with the background of the cutting rates, I would afraid that how it would actually make opposite impact on the gold. Might be some support. We will see what will happen. This is the first moment. Second moment, guys, the current pullback might be even stronger than we thought, than the 42.80 area, but market could even retest the previous top. Why? Because gold in the moments of the reversal very often likes to form deep retracements and likes to form triple two patterns. If it will happen, take a look with this larger thrust in a focus, particularly this is weekly thrust. I am not excluding the situation where we'll get the big weekly double repo sell on the top, because currently market has not reached the 30% support of this thrust. And double repo on the weekly is still possible if market will move back to the top, even flirt with the top a bit, and then collapse. That's going to be double repo. So you can see a lot of interesting stuff is going on here, as in the medium perspective and the short-term perspective, and a lot of things to keep an eye on. But now let's return back to our discussion of possible upside bounce here. On the 4-time frame chart, you could see that in general picture stands the same. You can see definitely some purchasing has happened around it, with market retesting this previous top, so this pattern is still valid. Although market now stands in a flat action slightly below the trend line, but it still stands above the previous top and keep the tendency on high lows and high highs. These shadows suggest some purchasing, right? Currently, on the 4-time frame chart, I would be watching for this potential grabber, bearish grabber. For us, it's better to escape it, but if it will be formed, it might suggest the retesting of the lows. Personally, I'm not suggest that this might be some straightforward downward breakout, but some volatility, maybe some different pattern starts forming around it. So thrust down was in collapse were very strong. Market needs to fade some momentum here, and it could stand here for a bit longer. That's why currently, since yesterday we haven't got the pattern that we would like to, this grabber might be the source of the, well, maybe not risk, but the source of the actually some sign that could lead market for moving back to the lows, retesting of the lows. This might happen. If it will not be formed, and for example, for our candle here will close above the MACD, all the better. So it just confirms the chances on the pullback still exist. Now, if you take a look at the hourly chart, what is going on here? As I said, our lows have been intact. Yesterday, hand shorts that we discussed has not been formed, so you can see this was collapsed here. Market was moving inside the range of this previous drop, and we suggested to keep an eye on the 5-minute chart and see what will happen around it. But if you will take a look at the 5-minute chart, you also will see that nothing has happened around this bottom where we thought it might be the hand shortest pattern. So just let's find these points right here. So you can see no bullish patterns has been formed around the potential right arm. So the spike has been formed, but no patterns have followed. So you can see this drop has happened. That's why in the current circumstances, we just need to wait on the two things. First one, as I said, this is grabber here. If it will not be formed, then chances that market here will start gradual slow upward action will increase. On the hourly chart for now, I do not see any clear patterns. Maybe we could supposedly treat it as kind of the, I don't know, double bottom or something that may be confirmed if market will come back to the area around 41.50, but not yet. So if you haven't taken position yet, then probably you could just wait a bit and see what will happen. If you have taken it, you keep closing, keep holding it, because our validation point still stands intact. No reasons to cancel the trade for now. So that's probably all what we have on the gold. Let's just monitoring the situation. Hopefully everything will be fine.